You are welcome to H&M. My name is Dr. Prince Amwakon. Today we are discussing managing authoritarian spouse. Dear wife, is your husband exhibiting controlling behavior, or your husband is exhibiting punishing behavior, or your husband is rigid or exhibiting rigid behavior? My fellow men, also let me ask you, do you have a wife who has controlling behavior, or a wife who exhibits punishing behavior, or a wife who has a rigid and not flexible behavior? It is true that some women are controlling and some husbands too are more controlling. So you agree with me that many women and many men are living with wives and husbands who exhibit controlling behavior. So it is important that we come together for us to discuss how to manage a husband or a wife who exhibit controlling behavior. So the question is, how can you know that your husband or your wife is exhibiting controlling behavior? You see, these people have fixed belief system on gender roles, even financial contributions at home, and among others. Let me give you a typical example in relation to their belief system on gender roles. A controlling husband believes that the wife must cook for him at all costs, whether she is sick or not, whether it is in the night, in the morning, whether she is attending to important occasion, he doesn't care. All what he wants is that she cooks for him at that time. So this attribute, this behavior is likely to make that person a controlling person, husband, right? Also, some men believe that a man does not watch, cook, or even sweep, even when the compound is dirty and no one is around. So this person holds on to this belief system and applies it to the letter at home, even when there's no one at home to do that for him. So this makes that person a controlling person. So because he believes that he's a man and he doesn't need to sweep, wash, clean, then he has to force the wife to do it, even when the wife is not capable of doing it at that point in time. For example, she is sick. So, a husband who is exhibiting this behavior is a controlling husband. On financial belief systems, do you also know that some married women believe that the husband is the sole responsible provider of financial contributions in the marriage? Even when the woman earns more than the husband, the wife still believes that the husband must provide everything. A wife behaving like this is also exercising what we term as controlling behavior. So the wife is controlling the husband to provide everything at home, even when the husband is not in the position to do so. Even when the woman knows that she earns more than the husband. So a wife can be a controlling wife, and also the husband can be a controlling husband. That is why we must all come together and discuss this issue and know how best to address it to save our marriages. Another example that I can give about the attributes of controlling spouse, whether a husband or a wife, is about communication. Our belief system regarding communication between husband and wife. Do you know that some men, married men, believe that wives should not give counter argument to that of the husbands, especially during open discussion, like family discussion, discussion during church programs or church activities? They believe that a wife who does this is disrespecting the husband. And this is unfortunately a controlling behavior. Also, some men believe that a man should not be the first person to apologize to the wife, even when he knows he is wrong. And that is also is unfortunately a controlling behavior. So even when the man is wrong, the man wants to force the wife to apologize to him. And that is a controlling behavior. And unfortunately, a wrong behavior. So you see, in many aspects of our lives, whether gender roles at home, communications, finances, even our relationship with our families, friends, a man who is married or a married woman can exhibit a controlling behavior. Another classical example is about relationship. And this one, forgive me to say that this one is more common among our dear married women. They believe that when a man is married, the man should not talk to, especially an opposite sex. Have a contact of opposite sex, call an opposite sex, have a discussion with an opposite sex. Some men also believe in this, that their wife or wives should not have a positive, even a positive relationship with an opposite sex. So this belief system put either the man or the woman in a position of controlling the other. And that is also wrong. So it is important that we understand these dynamics and know how to manage the situation to save our marriages. Let me ask you this simple question. Between married men and married women, who is more authoritarian? Is it the woman or the man? Put your comments and let us read. Controlling behavior or authoritarian behavior is a serious issue in marriages. Have you observed your communication with your partner nowadays? The way you communicate with your wife or your husband? Have you checked that? Have you observed that the communication is diminishing or reducing over time to the point that you are no longer interested to talk to your wife, to talk to your husband? Have you observed that? Have you asked yourself why? It may be because one of you is exhibiting controlling behavior, and that is annoying the other partner, that the other partner is not comfortable with, but cannot say it. And that may lead to this reduced communication and even intimacy between you and your partner. Okay, let me give you a typical example. There was a man. That man was rich, a wealthy man, a business man. But this man had a controlling wife. The wife believed that the man was cheating on her. The woman started withdrawing communication from the husband, meaning not talking to the husband. Even when the husband came home, the woman distanced herself from the husband to the point that the woman even started monitoring the husband, the movement of the husband in and out of home. The woman seized even the husband's phone. So this is what happened to the husband. The woman could take the phone of the husband and listen to a call just to know who was calling. So the man started losing businesses because some of the business associates or partners of the man felt uncomfortable, unhappy. Because how could you call a partner and the wife will take the call or pick the call and begin to use abusive words on you, especially when the caller was a female? So this affected the man negatively. The man started losing businesses, and the woman did not end there. The woman also withdrew sex from the man. So you see, the controlling behavior that I'm talking about can also bring about withdrawal of sex in marriage. The man became more depressed, unhappy, frustrated, and then left home, rented apartment to live in that apartment. But within few days, we heard the news that he is dead. He died in the rented apartment. So let me ask you this simple question. What killed the man? I believe you can share your comment in the comment section. Let us discuss. I know many women are also facing similar controlling behavior at homes, making them depressed, frustrated, unhappy, affecting their marriages, even communication in marriage, sexual intimacy with the husband, and many more. Let's discuss this. I want to hear from you, your thoughts on this. Some of the examples that you can share, please write them in the comment section. Okay, now that we know that controlling spouse or controlling behavior in marriage leads to many challenges in our marriages, like poor communication and abuse in marriage, we need to also understand how to live or manage a controlling spouse. So, in our next discussion, we focus on how to manage and how to manage and live with a controlling spouse using examples from the holy books and also contextual and practical examples. So don't forget to give your comment and share this program to your colleagues and also to subscribe. Follow this channel for discussions that can help you save your life, your family, your marriage, and even your career.